So Donald Trump revokes the 1965 anti-segregation order, and basically what this will have the power to do, to my knowledge and understanding, is that if you got a business and you're under federal contract, you'll basically be able to dictate who comes into your restaurant, waiting room, or even who gets to come to your water fountain. It's basically an open and free pass, is what it is for discrimination based on race and whatever else someone wants to discriminate on somebody with. And this will open up the lines for more discrimination later on down the line, if you ask me. But I ain't surprised by this, nor am I moved by this, because Donald Trump ain't nothing more than a racist white supremacist pandering to his white supremacist support base. And the Democrats, for sure as hell, ain't no better, because they both branches off the same tree, and they both practice anti-black racism. The only difference between the Democrats and the Republicans is that the Democrats are the soft-spoken racists, to where though they whisper they anti-black racism behind your back in soft-spoken words, to where though the Republican Party is the loud and outspoken racists who will let you know what it is. And I don't rock with neither of these two particular parties. You know what I mean? Because they both got mindsets in them, to where though they don't want to see FBAs getting out a damn thing. And I think some of our people got to start, moving off this kick, to where though they're looking for either of these sides to empower foundational Black American society, because they for sure as hell ain't going to do it. Our collective strength and our power comes from us getting on code and coming in solidarity together and coming in unison with one another. That's where our strength comes from. So I ain't surprised by this, nor am I moved by what Donald Trump is doing. And I don't think this is a can of worms that the white supremacist society really want to open up, because in all actuality, it ain't going to turn out how they think it's going to turn out. Because truth be told, I've always said this. I think foundational Black Americans were much more on code and in a stronger power position when before we even integrated into their system, because you had more Black owned businesses. We had Black owned bus companies, car dealerships, laundromats, barbershops, restaurants. The list goes on, you name it, mom and pop shops in general. Every corner you look to in the FBA community, you could find a Black owned business. But what integration did, it caused some of our people to stop spending money in FBA society and taking that Black money and spending it in the dominant white society. And what this in turn did, it caused the domino effect, to where though a great deal of foundational Black American businesses, the mom and pop stores on the corner, start closing down. So I think this ain't going to work out, in the way the white supremacists think it's going to do. And I know the Democrats, they having a field day with this one. Look at what those Republicans are doing, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? They like to always point the finger, but fail to point the finger at themselves, because the Democrats would have been in office right now if they wouldn't have turned out a blind eye to foundational Black Americans' needs, business, and interests. And if they would have just met our demands, they would have been in office. But it's very telling that they didn't meet our demands after us being their loyal support base for 50 or 60 years. When we was telling them we needed those reparations for descendants of freedmen, they act like they didn't hear us. They played a game of benign neglect and act like it fell on deaf ears. So their failure to and unwillingness to produce tangibles in the form of cash reparations is what caused them not to be in office, because they turned a blind eye to us and our needs in favor of bringing all these damn illegal, undocumented immigrants into the foundational Black American neighborhood, putting them right over top of us and giving them our resources and aid that could have been going to foundational Black American reparations. This is why I say I don't rock with either of these parties. Both of them got mindsets that exist within inside of them both, that don't want to see foundational Black Americans getting out a damn thing. And I think things nowadays are being strategically done to knock us foundational Black Americans off of our square and off of our pivot, because we see that collectively we on code and we looking stronger than what we looked in a long time. And they want to do things to, get us out here to where though we acting emotional, crashing out. And I say that we got to stay on code, foundational Black American family, not act off of emotion and use intelligence over emotion, because we got to move strategically. They know that we on code. And message to the white supremacists, I don't think y'all want to play a game of openly discriminating on people and opening up a can of worms. Because if y'all want to open them up, go right ahead and open them up, baby. I say that y'all want to play, let's play, but I don't think it's going to work out in y'all favor, because us foundational Black Americans, we on code. And if y'all want to play a game of this openly discrimination, what this will in turn do is cause black Wall Streets to open up all over the United States of America. And you'll see this effect happen so quick it'll make the white supremacist head spin. I don't think this is a game y'all want to play. And FBA family, remember to stay on code and support one another because our collective power and our strength comes from unity. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.